One of those things I was pretty impressed with. But so they probably actually be a certified CPA. So this is the kind of thing I do on a daily basis. I also want to make a confession to you all. Like Paul says, I have not arrived, right? So I want to talk to you not from a perspective of I'm telling you what to do. I want to talk to you from a perspective of that we're doing this together. All right. I want to talk to you from that perspective. So, and also when I talk about finances, I want you to understand the spiritual application of finances, because there are two things in the Bible that covers Old Testament and New Testament. They cover it completely. Two things that we understand: money and marriage. From the Old Testament to the New, it's covered from the beginning to the end. And sometimes we treat money as this thing that we don't want to talk about. We just taboo. But we have to understand that the implications and the effect that finances and money has on us, and how it affects our spiritual walk, how it affects our relationship, how it affects everything we do. So I want to talk to you from that perspective. And then we'll talk about a few things that maybe that can help you, right? It's not that you probably heard a lot of these things. I mean, you heard people like Dave Ramsey. So a lot of things that he'll say, I may say the same things, but I want you to look at them from a different perspective, okay? All right, so hopefully these handouts will come so you can take them with you. But again, I want to talk about money there and deal with it. All right, so I have a lot of scripture passages here because, again, I truly believe that finances in Scripture, in the Bible, in the Lord are very much tied together, that we should separate them. So I'll start with the garden. Genesis 3, you probably are very familiar with this passage. Genesis 3:6-7 says, when the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food, pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. And the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together, and they made covenants. Ever since the Garden of Eden, sin drives people to satisfy current desires in exchange. To satisfy desires and current desires in exchange for future benefits. I'm going to say that again. Ever since the Garden, sin tries us to satisfy current desires in exchange for future benefits. Okay, we'll talk more about that, but I want you to keep that in mind. Adam and Eve gave up the entire garden for one piece of fruit. I want you to just kind of let that sink in. They gave an entire garden, all kind of trees, all kind of fruit, all kind of freedom for one piece of fruit. And when we let our desires get the best of us, we will do things that will produce unwanted results. All right, I'll say it again. When we let our desires get the best of us, we will cause ourselves to do things we didn't really need to do. All right? That's what happened in the garden. Eve got a little ahead of herself. She got a little excited. She saw this fruit. She said, I'm going for it. Right? But it cost her. Right? And in fact, it's still costing us today. One piece of fruit, right? And look at the devastation that it caused after that. All right. So debt is one of those unwanted results. So the desiring things beyond our means often leads us to make promises to pay big time for small time pleasure. Often the payment is much more than we can bear. All right. So we'll talk more about this debt thing, but I want to get to the root of this. Right. For many of us, now for some of us, that happens because of something we couldn't control. Maybe you got sick and you got hospital bills, and there's nothing you can do about that. But for many people, right, many people, myself included, that was a factor of we just wanted something we couldn't handle right then and there. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. Whether it's a car or a house, education, whatever you name it, you put it we wanted something that we probably weren't ready for.
Right.
Couldn't afford it at the time, right? Everybody else was doing it, so I'll do it too, right? But we just weren't ready for it. Amen. I know I'm gonna put a lot of emails in this one, but that's okay. But the rule is we have to get to that point where we understand that our desires, in the most part, for most in many cases, our desire creates something that we act upon, and that action makes us pay more than what we expected to pay. Okay? That reaction to that, right? We end up paying more. You know, you really like that car? That car is small, boy. It's a Cadillac. You know you can't afford a Cadillac. You go over to the Kia dealership, right? She went over to the Cadillac dealership because you want to look good for God, right? So you go and you say, oh yeah, they tell you can afford these payments, right? You can do this, right? They get you in the car and you all looking good in that Cadillac, and everybody gonna see that Cadillac simple, they're gonna think I'm doing something, right? And then that first note comes, and you realize that you have stepped out of your comfort zone, way out of your comfort zone, right? And if you're not careful, they'll come and they take the car, mess up your credit. Why? Because we had a desire to do something, and we weren't ready for it. Yeah. All right? There's nothing wrong with a Cadillac if you can afford it. Yeah. Amen to that. Yeah. But there's a whole lot wrong with it if you can't afford it. All right? Amen. So let me keep going. All right. I'm in another passage. Now I'm in Genesis. Right? Because I want to show you the spiritual application. This isn't new, right? When we talk about debt and the impact of debt, it's not a new thing.
Right.
It's been around forever, right? It's been around forever. So I want to show it to you in Genesis 25. Genesis 25 says this. We're talking about Jacob and Esau, right? Jacob and Esau. Once, when Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau, his brother, came in for the open country, famished. He said to Jacob, quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished. Yeah. That is why he's also called Edom. Jacob replied, first, sell me your birthright. Look, I'm about to die, Esau said. What good is his birthright to me? But Jacob said, swear to me first. Yeah. So he swore an oath, selling him his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and some lentil stew. He ate and drank and then got up and left. Esau despised his birthright. Yeah. Here we see Esau's sinful desire to have pleasure for the moment, and it drove him to forfeit his birthright. In fact, he exchanged his entire future for one fleeting moment in time. I hope the soup is good. I want you to understand what the birthright was. In those days, the birthright was just like for you and I, it would be if a person had an inheritance for you. Right? Here's my inheritance. You get the whole thing when I die. Esau signed that over. Why did he sign it over? Because at the moment, he was talking. And so, what I want to talk to you about is we do the same thing. We may not understand, we're not thinking it that way. But when we make these decisions about doing something in the future, right, or getting something now, and not thinking about the cost of the future, we're doing the same thing. I want you to think about the power that you have, the power that you lose when we make those kind of decisions.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
With me so far? All right. Proverbs 22. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. I'll say it one more time. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. How many believe that? That's true. How many of you can think of examples of that today?
Your house.
What's that?
Your house.
Carlos, right? The house, right? So how many of you can think of, how many of you you go to work for somebody else.
Yeah.
Some of us go to work for the U.S. Bank, some of us go to work for Chase, whatever the case is, but as I told you, this thing has been from Old Testament to New, it hasn't changed. This is a law. A borrower is slave to it. Now, back in those days, if you didn't pay a debt, when they would just come and pick you up, take you to the other person's house, you'd be their slave until you paid the debt off. Now, we don't do that today, but if we did, it might change the whole thing, maybe, right? But I want you to understand here that although we don't necessarily see this physically, it is happening spiritually. How many of you could just quit your job right now if you do something you just want to do? Show of hands. Everybody say, I'm just walking off the job because I want to go serve the Lord full time. Show of hands. I knew I was going to get like 10 here and I was going to shoot up. And why is it? Now, different reasons for different people, but for many of us, it's because we owe. Right? So even though you may not think of that as a type of slavery, guess what? If you can't do what you want to do because somebody else is telling you you can't, sounds like slavery. So you with me? All right. Like I said, I usually don't get a lot of emails, but I'm used to that. All right. All right. So you're not alone. Our national, this was 2015, 4 years ago. But our national debt is 18 trillion dollars. That's not million or billion. That's 18 trillion. That was 4 years ago. It's probably, I think it's in the 20s now, right? Yeah, it's a lot higher now. What does that tell us? That this is something very pervasive, right? And I want to explain to you why it's pervasive, okay? I want to explain to you why it's pervasive. So I want to do a little bit of economics. Don't worry, I'm not going to go too far. Just a little bit of economics because I want you to understand something. So, what I have up here, this is called, we call this an aggregate expenditure model. That's a fancy way of saying how much we spend as a whole country, right? How much we spend. There's two lines on here. One line talks about how much we spend. That's the red line. I'm sorry, that's the blue line. And the other one talks about how much we save, right? And so there's a point where these two cross. The point where you're down here, this is how much you make, this is how much you spend, and what this says right here is, if you didn't make a dime, you still have to spend money, right? If you don't have a job, you're homeless, you're poor, you still gotta eat, right? You still gotta clothe yourself. Right, okay. So that's what this is right here. So even if you have no money, you still need to make some kind of credit. Somebody's got to pay for something. All right? But the more you make, right, the less. This says the difference between this and this is how much you owe. So if you don't make any money, but you spend $1,000, how much do you owe? All right, so this says as you make more, right, what happens? The debt, right, it decreases, right? And then you get to a point where you start making more than you spend. Yeah. Right? That's so this model is the way that governments, politicians, economists, whatever, this is how they look at how the United States works. So they categorize people in certain areas. Right? They categorize. And the whole point of this is that they understand in order for this country to stay afloat the way it's set up, somebody's going to be in debt.
Black folks.
That's the way this economy works. Somebody has to be in debt. Whether it's the government who's in debt or the people who are in debt, but somebody has to be in debt in order for us to keep this thing afloat. You all probably remember a couple years ago when we had the global financial crisis. You guys remember that? Showing hands, they called it the credit crunch. Why did they call it the credit crunch? because they were saying that we got to the point where our environment was so messed up, we couldn't pay for it anymore. It's starting to fall apart. And so the way things work is if we're going to fix the economy, this is what they say. If we need to fix the economy, if we're having a bunch of layoffs, if we're having a bunch of things going on, what we have to do now is we have to make people buy. People have to start buying stuff because the way it works is when we buy, the businesses can start making stuff. And when businesses start making stuff, they can hire people to help them make more stuff. So our economy is driven off of people buying. If people don't buy, our economy gets worse. If people do buy, our economy gets better. Right? What happened with the global crisis is that it just fell out of balance. Right? We ended up buying too much, but we couldn't pay for it. Houses, the housing market, right? I had a friend who was a real estate agent, and he told me about a woman who made, I think she said $60,000 a year. I think she made $60,000 a year. And she was able during that time, they sold a house there. It was like $400,000 house. And she made $60,000 a year. Right? That's how out of control things got, right? Right? There's no, you can't afford that. You know you can't afford that. But they sold it to her. That was the way things were getting out of hand, right? And that's why that global crisis happened, right? Because we couldn't handle it. But our economy is built on when people spend, right? When people spend, our economy gets better. When people don't spend, our economy gets worse. So there's a drive to make you spend. And I want to talk about, we just came out of Christmas, but that's one of the worst times of the year. That's when retailers make their most money. Some retailers don't make any money until Christmas time. Why? Because that's when people say, it's time to spend. And I've done some research on Christmas, and I was really reading up on it, and I came to this realization that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ. I know we celebrate that, and we should. I take the opportunity to raise up Christ. But Christmas was not set up for Christ. The way it's set up, it was really set up for businesses. It's the end of the year. They want to get all their retail out of there, right? What better time to take a holiday when you're all emotional? Remember we talked about Eve in the garden, right? She got emotional when she saw the fruit. It gets you all emotional. Oh, this is about family. This is about this. And then right after you watch the TV show about Christmas and family, Target comes up there and says, right? Come on, right? That's what happens. So because our economy is built on that, and so we're not careful, we can get sucked into that. Amen. Are you with me? Okay, that's that. So I told you we'll go too far into that. Okay, so the saddest part about debt is how it's a true thief. What do I mean? Consider Esau. He had a great future ahead of him. He had a blessing, his father's blessing. But once Isaac passed, he was set to have all his father's wealth and live the rest of his life in abundance. However, when the time came for him actually to get that blessing, he had to hand it over to his brother. He mortgaged away his future blessing for Olysses. How many Christians have mortgaged off their tomorrow's blessings for a small pleasure today? How many of us have walked into a time of blessing that God promised us only to give it away to Ford Motor Company, or JCPenney, or Dillard's, or Wells Fargo? As Psalm 129 says, the plowmen have plowed my back and made their furrows long. Here is where the violence comes in. Plowmen have plowed my back and made their furrows long. Some churches and their leadership have taken advantage of that. I'm switching modes now. How so? They have preached a quick fix message of sowing and harvest when they are really just plowing the furrows in the congregation's back. What do I mean by this? People say you sow a seed, you reap a harvest. Right? You sow a seed, you reap a harvest. I got nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with sowing a seed. But I want you to understand that's not going to fix your problem.
Right.
Amen. I don't expect you to like this or that. But sowing a seed is not going to fix your problem. Let me tell you, I can tell you from experience, it's not going to fix your problem. I'm giving a whole check. It's a church that said, oh, God's going to bless me. I send the whole check, and guess what happens? Next week, the bill collector calls, where's my money? I sold it to the Lord. Well, you need to tell the Lord. I need it back. And you got to pay me. Amen. Sowing a seed is great. But it's only a part of what we do in this kingdom. We are responsible. Paul says, oh, no man anything. Right? Right. To love it. Many churches, many ministries, many preachers have taught this to our hurt as church, as a church. I want you to understand something. You should be at a place where you can give, but it's not dependent. You're not giving because it's your emergency disaster plan. Amen. Amen. God is not the genie behind. You slip in a few coins, pull a lever, and all the blessings come down. Not how it works. Amen. Amen. God requires us to be stewards. That's what the word says, right? It is required of us what to be stewards. So you have to understand that everything God has given you, you're a steward of. Amen. It's not yours. In fact, there's a really good book, and I'm going to pass this out a little bit later, by a man named Ron Blue, and I'll pass it on for you to take a look at. He's written several books, and he talks about the kind of things that we're talking about today in a more detailed way. But I want you to understand that you and I are stewards. So sowing a seed is into a church or into an organization. It's a wonderful thing, but it's not going to fix your issues. All right? So I don't know who that was for, but there you go. All right. Take it to what you want with it. So there's another thing. So the first thing we need to do when we're dealing with this debt issue, we've got to deal with the real root. And I believe the real root is our personal desires. I believe that's the real root. That's right. It's our personal desires. So here's something I like. Here's a quote. I love this quote by Helen Burroughs. She says, the Negro must, this is back in the early 1900s, so that's why she said the word Negro, right? The Negro must learn to put first things first. The first things are education, development of character traits, a trade, and home ownership. This, he says, the Negro puts too much of his earnings in clothes, in food, in show, and in having what he calls a good time. Dr. Kelly Miller says, the Negro buys what he wants and begs for what he needs. How many of you have ever gone to somebody's house, they live in a project, they got 65-inch flat screen TV? And a Cadillac outside.
And the food stamp line.
Oh, man. Come on. And then, when it comes time to pay the light bill, when it comes time to pay, right, they ducking and dodging. I've seen that so many times. Why? It's so true. Why? Because we live emotionally. We live by what we see, what we want. It looks good. Some of us live because we want to appear to be something we're really not. We want people to kind of give us these accolades that we really probably don't deserve. So we think if we drive around in an expensive car, or we live in an expensive house, or we have expensive clothes. I work with a lady. Now she can afford to do this, but I work with a lady, and she had this backpack. Right, and I was kind of joking with her because she's my age, she's in her 40s. I was like, you walking around with a backpack, is that your daughter's backpack? And I was kind of joking. And she looked at me like I was crazy. She's like, do you know how much this thing costs? I'm like, $300. $600. It was a $1,600 bag. It was a backpack. $1,600. 1,600. It was. Yeah, it was. It was. 160. And And inside the backpack is one of those little, what is it? What is it, YSL, who's that, Eve?
Eve Saint Laurent.
Yeah, a little purse like that, she don't even know how much that one costs, right? She was walking around on her bag, a car, that's a car for me. I could buy a car for that. Yeah. I said, we got a car, we got 2 cars on your bag right now.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Right? But you know, a lot of us do that. Now she can afford to do that. That's what she does. But a lot of us try to be something we're not. I remember when we were in high school, we was the Timberlands. We were walking around with the Timberlands. We didn't walk around with Timberlands because we couldn't afford it. We was happy to have a pair of A-less shoes. Right? We just had to do what we had to do. And I was telling her, I got pairs of shoes that I've had for 10 years. My wife has to throw them out. And they're not Louis Vuitton. I don't even know how to give you what they are. Right? This way only costs $20, right? We have to get to the point, folks, where our emotions don't dictate our behaviors. Where we don't buy what we want before we take care of what we need. Amen? Right. So we have to begin to wean ourselves from making new debt, right? We have to wean ourselves from that, and we have to eliminate our current debt, right? So Proverbs 6 strives to do things with, Proverbs 6 says that we should strive to do things with cash as close to cash as possible. So get to the point where we can learn how not to borrow. We have to get to that point. I told you earlier that our society is set up for us to spend. So they make it easy for us to go out and buy things that are way beyond us. But you got these payments you can make. We'll reduce your payment. I guess it makes us feel better. I got a low payment. But when you have to think about it, this is a future promise. Right? And so this future promise for the next 6 years locks you in. You got to think about that. You're locked in for 6 years to somebody else. Right? We buy a house. I got a house. I got a 30-year mortgage on the house, but we lock ourselves in for 30 years. You have to think about these kind of things. Is it possible? Is it possible? Don't answer the question. But is it possible for you to get to the point where you can buy your cars cash? Buy your house cash? Now, you may not have that much of a car if you buy it cash for some of us. But it's paid for. And the commitment that you have to that person is gone. Amen. You've done it, you bought it, now commitment's over. But what we do is we buy these cars and we have these commitments long term. Now for some of us, we can't avoid that. So that's why I say try to find ways to shorten that commitment. Today we can't walk out here and say, oh, I'm going to give you. You probably can't do that. But from this point, you have to start thinking about how do I decrease that commitment time? And how do I move forward not having more commitments? Yes?
But that doesn't help. I used to buy my cars cash all the time. It didn't help my credit at all.
That's a great point. And you know what? You know what I'm going to say to you? Who cares? Because I hear what you're saying.
But when I got ready to buy a house, because I didn't have no credit yet. And so for that house, I couldn't get it. Because I had no credit yet.
So I'll say this on the side. If you want to build your credit, you can do other things like you can probably take out a small balance credit card and just pay it all the time.
I had credit cards.
How big? On small?
That I had platinum cards.
At that time?
Yeah. It didn't help my credit at all.
So depending on what side.
Were you paying it on time?
I didn't owe my debt to income ratio was good, but I didn't have a credit history other than my 2 platinum cards. And so it didn't work for me.
That might be, I can talk to you about that afterwards. But see, it depends on what kind of lenders you go to. It will depend on what lenders you go to. And it could be that maybe they look at other factors besides that. They may have looked at other factors besides your credit. Or your past. It could be up there, 10, there are 11 factors that they typically look at. So there might be other things besides the credit that was the issue. So here, I can tell you this right now. So I had, 5 years ago, I had like a 500 something credit score. Horrible. But they put me in the house. Right? They put me in the house. Today, I have a 7+ credit score. And I get rejected. It depends on who you're dealing with and other factors. That's why I say it's not always that. There can be other things. So that's why I say it's a case-by-case scenario. All right, so don't get stumped on that. Yes.
Is it possible also that when they put you in, say you had a 5, well, you look pretty decent going down the line, but they can also give you a higher interest rate, which means that they'll get more finance out of you
Yeah.
because you're constant, but they can depend on you paying that higher fee.
Yeah. So there's tons of factors. I wouldn't limit it to one. That's my point. I would not limit it to one factor to say that this is the reason why it didn't happen. There's all kind of reasons why things like that in the financial world. My point to you is this. Don't let that say, well, because I can't get credit, I gotta go out and get credit. Because that is the beginning of the end. I'm just telling you from experience. I told you at the beginning, I'm not at the mountaintop trying to tell you where to go. I'm right here with you. And so that's the route I took. Well, I gotta get more credit. I gotta do that. So I get all this credit, but I can't balance it. I can't handle it. So again, we have to look at all the factors. There might be another lender you could go to. There may be another group that you go to. Or you may say to yourself, well, maybe I need to wait a little longer, right? And maybe I'll get a better deal. Maybe it won't be the greatest house in the world. But maybe I can put some work into it, but it's paid for. These are the kind of things we gotta think about. I want to get a $180,000 house. You gotta think about the commitment you're gonna make to that $180,000 house. As opposed to, maybe I can get a $30,000 house. It needs about $25,000 worth of work, but I can swing the $30,000 and work on the $25,000 repairs. These are the kind of things, may not be in the best neighborhood.
That's all right.
But if I take care of this house, maybe at a certain point in time, I can sell it and then go to my next house. These are the kind of things I say we've got to think about our desires. That's really the key here. When I wanted to go to college, when I got out of high school and wanted to go to college, I was offered a full scholarship at Cleveland State. I said, I ain't going to Cleveland State. Cleveland State. I was bigger than that. And I applied to all these schools, things that cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And now that I look back at that, I had the opportunity that I rejected. And my student loan debt is insane. But it could have been nothing, right? But my desires